Hi, I'm Celia, and before I tell you my story, please like and subscribe to hear more stories like mine. I've spent the last 3 years perfecting my handmade soaps, turning my garage into a mini workshop where I experiment with essential oils and natural ingredients. These lavender bars smell absolutely amazing. My boyfriend Derek was helping me package a fresh batch when my sister Marina dropped by unexpectedly. She owns Crystal Springs Spa downtown, one of those fancy places where people spend hundreds of dollars on treatments. Oh my God, Celia, your soaps look so professional now. Marina picked up one of my rose-scented bars, turning it over in her perfectly manicured hands. Thanks. I've been working on new molds and designs. I was proud of how far I'd come from my early experimental batches. You know, Marina set down the soap, getting that look she always gets when she has a brilliant idea. We should sell these at the spa. Our clients would love them. Really? You think they'd sell there? Are you kidding? Our customers are always asking for natural products. Right, Jenny? Marina turned to her employee, my friend Jenny, who'd come with her. Absolutely! I've used Celia's soaps, and they're better than the brands we currently stock. I couldn't believe it. This could be my big break. What do you think, Derek? Babe, you've worked so hard for this. Your soaps are amazing. They deserve to be in a spa. Thomas, Marina's business partner, walked in carrying coffee for everyone. Did I hear something about soaps? We've been looking to expand our retail section. Thomas, smell this. Marina thrust my lavender bar at him. My talented sister makes these. What do you think about carrying them? He took a careful sniff. This is handmade? The quality is impressive. We could definitely work something out. We'll need to figure out pricing and display space. Marina was already in business mode. But this could be huge for both of us, Celia. I can't wait to tell customers these are locally made, Jenny added. They love supporting local artisans. We spent the next hour discussing logistics. Marina suggested starting with 3 of my most popular scents: lavender, rosé, and citrus mint. The excitement in the room was contagious. This calls for a celebration. Derek pulled out his phone. Dinner at Antonio's? My treat. Over pasta and wine that evening, Marina couldn't stop talking about our plans. We'll put them right by the checkout counter. Premium placement. To Celia Soaps. Thomas raised his glass. And to family partnerships. I clinked glasses with everyone, feeling on top of the world. My sister was giving me a chance to turn my passion into a real business. What could possibly go wrong? 2 weeks after placing my soaps in Marina's spa, I stopped by to check how sales were going. That's when I saw it. My $12 soaps marked up to $45 each. Just checking on my payment for the first batch. I tried keeping my voice steady. Oh, we haven't broken even yet on the display costs. Marina barely looked up from her phone. Those fancy shelves weren't cheap. What shelves? They're sitting on the same glass counter as everything else. Marketing, lighting, premium placement, it all adds up. She waved her hand dismissively. I'll let you know when we start seeing profits. Later that day, Jenny called me in tears. I can't keep quiet anymore. You need to come see something. I met her behind the spa during her break. She pulled out a box of my soaps, but they weren't in my packaging anymore. She's been removing your labels and repackaging them under the spa's Crystal Springs Signature Collection brand, charging even more, $65 per bar. My hands shook as I examined the fancy new packaging. How long has this been happening? Since day one. There's more. Remember that wealthy client, Olivia? She's been raving about these soaps, buying them by the dozen. She thinks they're imported from France. Just then, an elegant woman walked out the spa's back door. Jenny, darling, tell me you have more of those divine lavender soaps set aside for me. Actually, Jenny glanced at me. This is Celia, the real creator of those soaps you love. Olivia's eyes widened. You're the artisan? But Marina said, oh dear. I called Derek immediately after. He came over with his laptop and account books. We need to document everything. Take photos, save texts, record conversations if you legally can. Look at these numbers. I showed him my delivery records. I've supplied $6,000 worth of product at wholesale prices. She's marking them up to $27,000 under your brand, and even more after repackaging. Classic bait and switch. He started typing. Jenny, can you send those photos of the repackaged soaps? Already did. I also took pictures of the original delivery invoices Thomas signed. He might not even know what's happening. My phone buzzed. Another text from Marina. Display costs were higher than expected. Might need another month before seeing returns. She's getting desperate with the excuses. Derek screened the message. Yesterday it was marketing costs. Before that, premium shelf fees. Olivia wants to meet for coffee tomorrow, Jenny texted. Says she has some interesting business connections who'd love to hear your story. I stared at my phone, watching Marina's latest excuse bubble pop up. Plus, we had to factor in special handling and storage requirements. Keep playing along, Derek advised, continuing to document everything. But we're getting all the evidence we need. She has no idea what's coming. The coffee meeting with Olivia turned into a goldmine of information. She brought along her friend who owned a boutique downtown. Your sister warned me against carrying your soaps. Said they were unstable, caused skin reactions. The boutique owner shook her head. Now I understand why. She wanted to keep them exclusive to her spa. She's been saying what? My coffee cup clattered against the saucer. That's just the beginning. Olivia leaned forward. I've been asking around. She's spread similar stories to at least 3 other stores. My phone buzzed. Thomas wanted to meet urgently. I found him waiting in his car outside the spa. I just discovered something disturbing in our accounts. He pulled out a stack of papers. There are no display costs, Celia. No special shelving orders. No premium placement fees. Nothing. I figured as much. But why tell me now? Because she's been cooking the books. Those repackaged soaps? She's pocketing the difference completely off record. I won't be part of fraud. Back at the spa, Jenny was waiting with more evidence. Check this out. She played a recording on her phone. Just tell them we're still evaluating the product. Marina's voice was clear. String them along until we perfect our packaging design. But they're Celia's soaps. We're literally just changing the labels. That was Jenny on the recording. Details. Our customers are paying for the Crystal Springs experience. I felt sick listening to it. Olivia touched my arm gently. I have a vacant storefront in my building. Prime location, right in the shopping district. It's yours if you want it. Very reasonable rent. That's incredibly generous, but I have connections with the local business journal. She continued. They'd love to do a feature on an artisan soap maker, especially one with such an interesting story. We have everything documented. Derek pulled up his laptop. The false claims about display costs, the repackaging scheme, the defamation to other vendors. Don't forget these. Jenny handed over a USB drive. Security footage of them removing your labels, plus all the fake invoices she made me create. Thomas is willing to go on record, too. Derek added another file to his growing folder. He's got copies of all the real financial records. I stared at the mountain of evidence. When do we do this? The journalist can meet tomorrow. Olivia was already typing on her phone. And I've got contractors ready to start on your store renovation whenever you give the word. Perfect timing, Jenny smirked. The spa's big client appreciation event is next week. Wouldn't it be shame if the truth came out right before that? You know she'll try to spin this somehow, Derek warned. Let her try. I felt stronger than I had in weeks. We've got the receipts, literally and figuratively. The grand opening of Pure and Simple Soaps happened exactly 1 day after the Business Journal's expose hit. Olivia had outdone herself with the store renovation. Gleaming wooden shelves, perfect lighting, and a cozy demonstration area where I could show customers how I make my products. Your sister's having a meltdown. Jenny rushed in, waving her phone. The spa's been flooded with cancellations. Their Yelp page is on fire. Thomas just sent the dissolution paperwork to his lawyer. Derek showed me the message. Says she's been screaming about betrayal all morning? Speaking of drama, Olivia pointed through the window. Marina was storming across the street, face red with anger. How dare you? That article was full of lies. She burst through the door, waving the journal around. Really? Which part? The fake display costs you invented? The repackaging scam? Or maybe the lies you told other stores about my products? I was protecting my business. By stealing from your sister? Thomas walked in behind her. The accountant found even more discrepancies this morning. Want to explain those too? You don't understand. I had plans. We could have built an empire together. Built on what, Marina? Fraud? I gestured to my new shop. Look around. This is what honest business looks like. The spa's reputation is ruined. Her voice cracked. I'm getting hate mail from customers who paid premium prices for French soaps. Maybe you should have thought about that before charging $65 for something you paid $12 for. Olivia examined her nails. By the way, my lawyer friends are very interested in those fake invoices. Celia, please. I'm your sister. We can fix this. She tried to grab my hand. I'll make it right. I promise. Like you promised to pay me after those non-existent display costs? Or promised other vendors my products were defective? Give me another chance. We're family. Family doesn't steal from family. I turned away to help a customer who'd walked in. You can show yourself out. Later that evening, during our unofficial opening party, Jenny shared the latest spa gossip. Half the staff quit. Even their massage therapist of 10 years walked out. Their loss is everyone else's gain. Thomas raised his glass. 3 other spas already called about carrying your products. Legitimately this time. To karma! Olivia clinked glasses with me. And to authentic artisans who don't need to steal and lie to succeed. Marina texted again. Derek showed me his phone. Says she's deeply sorry and wants to make amends. I deleted the message without reading it. Through the window, I could see my new sign glowing in the twilight, right next to a row of empty parking spaces in front of Marina's spa. Some people only apologize when they get caught. I straightened a display of my best-selling lavender bars, now proudly bearing my own label. I prefer to focus on customers who appreciate genuine products and honest business. What would you do if you discovered your own sibling was not just stealing your work, but actively sabotaging your chances with other businesses? Marina chose money over family. But here's a tougher question. If she had only stolen the profits but hadn't badmouthed me to other vendors, should I have been more forgiving? Where do you draw the line between family loyalty and self-respect? Share your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know what line in the sand would have been your breaking point. If you enjoyed this story of standing up to toxic family members, like and subscribe for more real-life drama and revenge stories. The support helps me keep sharing these stories with you all.